What's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got an awesome video. 4 ways that people get ultra rich nowadays. Stick around to the whole video too, because I'm going to explain every way to get rich, the pros and the cons to each way, and at the end of the video I'm going to explain my favorite way to get filthy rich and why. Let's get to it. I'm Myles, longtime professional mixed martial arts fighter. I've had 14 plus fights in the UFC. I'm currently signed with Bellator. At this channel, we talk a lot about business, finance, investing, mixed martial arts, because I mean, literally myself, that's all I've done. I've fought my whole life in mixed martial arts, and I basically take all my money, I save it, and I personally love real estate, and I invest all my money there. So that's what this channel revolves around, a lot of finance. And today I thought, what better way to touch on a cooler topic than how to become ultra rich? And I understand that maybe not all of us out there will become worth $30 million or more, but you have to admit, there's a little part inside of you, inside of everybody out there, that has always wondered what it would be like to be ultra rich, to have your own jet, to be able to travel the world, to have a couple of mansions, and to be worth, according to CNBC, $30 million or more. The number one way to get ultra rich is to first smash that like button and subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot, guys, and I spend a lot of time doing these videos and putting out the content for you, so if you wouldn't mind, I would muchly appreciate it if you smash that like button and subscribe. So let's really get to it. When I say filthy rich, I'm not talking about being worth $1 or $2 million. I'm talking about, according to CNBC, the ultra rich is considered to have $30 million or more. The first way to become ultra rich, this is to inherit money. When you inherit money, what that means basically is you receive money if your parents pass away one day, or if you hit a certain age, you receive a certain trust fund. And, you know, in one way or another, this is like a silver spoon. You didn't have to work for anything when you inherit money. It's basically you were born into a family that already had a bunch of money set up for you, and it was a lucky draw. So the pro to inheriting money basically is you don't really have to work for it. You didn't have to go out there. You didn't have to bust your butt getting it. You didn't have to put any hard work in. It was basically just given to you. Now, the con to this is when you're just given money, usually you really don't respect the money. You don't know how money works. You didn't earn it. And because they didn't have to earn it per se, that just means that they don't respect it as much. The number 2 way to get ultra rich is to hit the lottery. Now, we all know these types of people, right? These are the people that go to the gas station every day, play the Powerball. Basically, in the back of their mind, they really think they're going to hit that $30+ million. And some do. And that's one way you can get rich, even though the odds are stacked against you. According to Lottery USA, the chances of winning the jackpot are 1 to 302 million. Now, those aren't really good odds, but you see everybody going out there and playing them day in and day out. Now, the best thing about getting rich this way is you don't have to do anything for it. Again, it's given to you. All you do is you basically go in there, you pay your couple bucks for a ticket, and you wait back and you see if you won anything. Now, this is nice, right? You don't have to go bust your butt. You don't have to sacrifice time. You don't have to sacrifice family. You don't have to do anything but basically get your ticket. And when you get that, whatever it is, that $30+ million, I mean, that's got to be an amazing feeling. You literally went from being broke to having ultra rich. You get there really, really quick. It doesn't take you any time. Now, the con to this, though, is, again, a lot of people that get ultra rich by hitting the lottery, a lot of them lose their money. According to CNBC, 70% of lottery winners end up bankrupt within 5 years of winning the lottery. That tells you something right there. That tells you that they don't know what they're doing. They went from being broke to ultra rich, and because they didn't understand the rules of money, and because they didn't put their money in the right places, and they blew it too fast, and they didn't have the right people around them, that they end up being bankrupt in 5 years. So again, the pro to this is basically you don't have to work for it, you don't have to sacrifice anything for it, and it happens really, really quick. It's like just in a matter of smashing that like button and subscribing. Just in a matter of going to the store, getting a ticket, boom, you get $30+ million. Now you're in the elite, $30+ million net worth. You're ultra rich. I believe this is a good way to get rich. It's a cool way to get rich. But make sure if you do hit this way to get rich, that you learn about money. You have some smart people around you that you trust that can make sure you keep your money, make sure that you keep your money working hard for you, and you can pass it on generations to generations. The number 3 way to become ultra rich is to build a big business. Now, this is guys like Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg. These are guys that are like Steve Jobs. Men and women across the world that spend years, decades of their lives putting in sacrifice of time, family, everything, failing, getting back up, failing, getting back up, and ultimately one day building a big business of 3,000 plus employees around the world. Now, what's beautiful about this way to get rich or ultra rich is that usually the people that hang in there and build a business like Amazon or Facebook or Google, if they hang in there and they get to a point to build that business so big that they've put in so much effort and so much hard work that they're never gonna just blow it. They've basically understood and learned the rules of money and business, and they serve people in a way so much that they make so much money. And what I love about big businesses is that it's basically a way to get paid, but serving people. You think of Amazon, for example, right? Amazon makes stuff and uses technology and makes our world so much simpler. Instead of having to go to a store and buy something at a higher price, you can jump on Amazon from the comfort of your own home, and you can shop around and you can have it delivered for a lot of times cheaper than what you could buy at the store. Big businesses, if you build a big business and you get to that point where you're ultra rich and you're making so much money, I believe the pro to it is that usually when people get there, they will stay there. They will sustain that because they've learned the rules of money, they've learned the rules of business, and to make it there, they're going to stay there, they're not going to blow it. Now the con to this, a big business, is basically it takes a long time, a lot of sacrifice, and a lot of years of hard work to get there. I personally, and a lot of people out there personally, don't even understand, can't even begin to understand the type of challenges that somebody like a Jeff Bezos or a Mark Zuckerberg or anybody like that has went through, and the amount of adversity that they've overcome. That's why so many people don't ever get to that point of being like an Amazon, because it's a lot. It's a lot of moving parts, and there's a lot of things that could go wrong. And it takes a certain individual and a certain drive to make a big business work. Now, the last way to become ultra rich, number 4, is be a superstar. Now, this is basically being the best in the world, the top 1% of whatever it is that you do. These are guys like LeBron James, Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor. These are guys that are so good at what they do that they make ultra amounts of money. They're worth $30+ million. To get here, it takes years of hard work, years of practice, years of competing. Guys like Floyd Mayweather, he started when in Grand Rapids, young, broke, nothing. And he slowly and surely built his way up through the rankings by literally fighting blood money, fighting for his career, fighting for his next step up the ladder to make a better life for himself. And he was so good at it, undefeated, that now when he fights, he makes hundreds of millions of dollars. LeBron James, on the other hand, according to an article by Fox Sports, makes $435,000 per game. That's because he's the best in the world. He's that top 1%. And he didn't get there easily. This is something that he's been playing his whole life. He's another person that came up from Akron, Ohio, and didn't have anything growing up. Didn't inherit money, had to work for everything. That's the pro, and that's the con to being the best in the world at what you do. It takes a lot of hard work to get there. It takes years and countless hours of practice and going through that adversity. But when you do get there, when you get to that top 1%, it's just raining money on you, and you have so much money. You become in that 30 million plus. That's the beauty of it. That's if you put in that hard work and you continue to go through that adversity and you got those God-given gifts and you continue to go, you can make it there and get that $30+ million. So what's my favorite way to become that ultra rich? In my opinion, I love the way of being the best at what you do, being a superstar. Because I have a deep down belief that no matter what you do, if you serve people in a way and you beat out the competition, then nobody can deny you anything. And you get the first waterfall of all that money, all that cash. If you're in any type of, basketball, musician, actor, anything like that, that's my opinion and my favorite way to become ultra rich. Just continue working your butt off. Don't let nobody tell you anything different. When you fall, get back up. Continue to keep that drive and that go and that tenacity and to make it to that 1% one day. And when you do, the floodgates of money, it's going to be raining money for you. That's my favorite way to get ultra rich. So guys, thanks for tuning into this video. I hope you guys enjoyed everything. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. I have a big fight coming up February 21st in Thackerville, Oklahoma. Hopefully you guys can tune in and maybe I'll see some of you guys there. And until next time, I'll see you.